What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coach Rob 619 back with another top 10. And for some reason, these summer top 10s, I always do them late. I always forget about it because being out here in San Diego, it's the weather is it's always hot out here. Today is Sunday, September 29th. I just seen my Chargers beat up on you Cowboy fans out there. So it was a good day for me. But anyway, like I said, it's like 84 degrees out here, September 29th. So there's really no real urgency for me to do a summer top 10 because it's pretty much summer here all year long. I mean, in our winters, it gets down to maybe 70, 65. So it's pretty much a warm climate throughout the year. So this is more of a top 10 summer for you guys that have seasons. Also, a great top 10 for warm climates for those that live in, warm regions like I do, to where it's pretty much 75, 80 degrees all year long. Like, I guess if you would live in maybe Nevada, Arizona, Miami, or something like that, and other places around the world where it's continuously hot. So, anyway, with this top 10, I think 10 through 6, these are fragrances that's in my collection that I just wore a ton of this summer. And my top 5 in this list, these are fragrances that I've had samples of, fell in love with, recently discovered, or basically just on my to buy list, But I want to also share those with you because I went through my samples this summer. My number one on this list, I used 5 samples this summer, and they're all gone. I think I have one that has maybe about 3 meals left, so I really enjoyed that this summer. So to get right into it, we're gonna start off with number 10. In this fragrance here, I had it years ago, and I ran across a sample, and I was wearing that sample, and I kind of, fell in love with it. That, rekindled that flame, I guess you can say. And my number 10 is Armani's Heat. And with this fragrance, this is definitely a lady killer. So for you guys out there that love those lady killers like I do, Armani Heat does it. This is an extremely pleasant scent, a nice citrus with a great wood base. And it's like a great fragrance. It's class, it's sophistication. It's what you expect from the Armani house. And that I think that our Armani house is pretty underrated. A lot of people don't talk about it, but to me, they got some heavy hitters, man. I mean, Armani Cole. I mean, there's so many. I'm not gonna go through the list, but that house, if you're not, wearing those fragrances, check that house out because they really do make some good frags. And this Armani's Heat is no exception to the rule. This is definitely great. I just recently purchased this again in my collection because that sample just really made me realize how good this was, and I always get compliments. So this is definitely a great warm climate, great summer scent, definitely a great office scent too. So you guys out there looking for something to wear in the office, Armani Heat does a trick. Check that out. Now, number 9. Number 9. Now this one I think I wore more than anything this summer, and that's Dior Sport 2012. I'm not real familiar with the 2008 version. Some say that's better. Some say the 2012 version is better. I smelled both when I was thinking of purchasing this 2012 version, and I smelled them side by side. And to me, the 2012 version is just way classier. That iris and that lemon together, it's magic. I think the 2008 version has a little bit more ginger in it, but this one also has ginger that I can pick up, but it's a heavy iris lemon note in it that it just magical, man. I mean, I can't think of anything else to describe it. It's a great fragrance. So if you guys haven't smelled that, pick that up. I pretty much I have a 3.4 bottle, 100 mil. I'm probably at 50 mils now. I think I wore this almost more than anything else this summer. I mean, I wore that bottle out. So that's definitely a great fragrance. Coming in at number 8, this one I got in a swap a while back. I forgot what I swapped for it, but anyway, this is Acqua de Parma's Colonial, and this one is great too. This is a classic. This is more of your citrus-based fragrance. Nice bergamot, nice citrus blast. Lasts pretty much 6 to 8 hours on me. Real good fragrance. But it has more of a classic upscale vibe going on. You know what I mean? This to me, when I wear this, I'm kind of dressed up. This is more of a serious citrus scent, but definitely quality, and people absolutely love this. When they catch a whiff of this, and this is another great office scent also. That Acqua de Parma's Colonial. Great scent. Now, Number seven. This one, if I was to do a signature scent today, I think this may be my signature scent. Now, you know I love ketone or keton, how I pronounce it, and I haven't really wore that much this summer at all, you know. But I definitely still love that scent. But I was talking to my boy Alonzo Amazing. Shout out to Alonzo Amazing out there. You need to come back and do some reviews. But anyway, every time we kicked it or every time we hung out, he's like, "Damn man, what you wearing?" I'd be like, "I got on Bleecker Street." He's like, "Okay, that smells good." He's like, "Man, you always wearing Bleecker Street, man. That's just that may be your new signature." And then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I think he is right because ever since he told me that, I noticed I've been wearing that a lot, especially this summer. So I think out of this whole list, I've worn Bleecker Street more than anything else by far. I would say Bleecker Street and then Dior Sport is right behind. Those two bottles I grabbed like when I couldn't think of nothing. Dior Bleecker Street. Those either one of those two is what I was grabbing. But if I was to do another signature scent, it might be Bleecker Street. I think that's Coach Rod's signature scent. 2013 and on until I find something else. But Bleecker Street, did a full review on this one. Great fragrance, lasts all day long, great projection. I've never received anything other than a compliment, a high praising compliment with this one. Absolutely, it's a green, fresh, clean, blueberry kind of slightly gourmandish vibe to it, but it's more green and fresh. Absolutely does wonders in the summer, spring. I would even wear this in the winter. It's that good. But Bleecker Street. Now coming in at number six. Number six. Now this is a new one to my collection. I have yet to do a review on this one, which I need to do. And for you guys that was following me, when I was doing that giveaway, the sample giveaway, somebody sent this to me, and I seen it. And I just had to take a sniff of it. So soon as I smelt this, I put it on my skin, and I'm like, you know, taking a whiff of it, fell in love. I had to get a bottle. I instantly bought a bottle of this as soon as I smelled the sample. And that's Boy's Classic 1920. And nobody talks about this one. I don't know why. I think from this house, everybody here on YouTube talks about the Sushi Imperial, but this one is definitely unique. It's a great scent. It smells like nothing else that I've ever smelled. And at this point in my fragrance journey, I'm trying to find things that smell, you know, one of a kind, more unique, not your run-of-the-mill stuff. And this one definitely fits the bill because it provides that freshness that I enjoy, that clean scent, that masculine scent, but it's also so unique that it's nothing like anything else in my collection. And with this 1920, it starts off with like a sparkling like apricot or peach. You get like a peach or apricot note, and it's reminiscent of, which is weird, it's reminiscent of Creed's original Santal. So if you smell Creed's original Santal, or you smell Mont Blanc's, what is it, Mont Blanc's Individual, if you smell any one of those, you kind of already smell the vibe of this fragrance. So imagine that with a fresh apricot top and something to sweeten it up, like almost like a cinnamon is in there, or something to sweeten it up. But it's definitely fresh, and that note of apricot, or maybe it's peach, I can't remember, but I think to my nose it smells more like an apricot. It is definitely unique. I don't know any other fragrance that smells like that apricot with that nice, you know, original Santal, that nice cinnamon, sweet background, and that freshness also with it kind of has a little greenness to it. I mean, it's a great scent. I can go on and on about this one, but check it out. I will do a full review on this real soon, but for right now, Boys Classic 1920, you guys need to put your nose on that because I know a lot of people don't talk about that one. But anyway, let's get on to number 5. And I mentioned this one before. This is Creed's Erofa. Now, this is another one people don't talk about. I don't know why, but I went to, where did I go? I think it was Neiman's I went to, or Nordstrom's. I think it was Neiman's. Neiman Marcus. I went there, and I was, you know, every time I go to the mall, I got to go look at the fragrances and see what they got, give me some testers. You know, if I go to a mall, I pick up testers. So that's why, I got a gang of samples. So whenever I go to anybody's mall, I go to Nordstrom's, I give me some Bond samples. I get me some, what's that other house? Joe Malone, some Tom Ford. I get a whole bunch of samples. So I got a gang of samples. And Erofa, for some reason, I never tested it out or I never tried it when I would go. I would get everything else, but besides the creeds. I'm kind of real familiar with creeds, I guess you would say. So I kind of just disregard them. But anyway, something told me to test out this Europa fragrance, and I'm glad I did, because as soon as I put that on my skin, on paper it was so-so, but once I put this on my skin, that's when the magic happened. It smells like, and I think I mentioned this in another video, but to me it smells like a combination of Bleu de Chanel mixed with Creed's Millicine Imperial, and that is a killer combo. That is a lady killer. So you guys looking for penny droppers, that those two combinations, you can't beat them, man. That is just, I mean, those two is nuts. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this is on my to buy list. I don't currently have a bottle, but I went through my sample fast this summer. Ton of compliments. I mean, I don't think you would ever hear anything negative to the average nose about Erofa. Great fragrance. You guys haven't smelled that, put your nose on it. Real good. Number 4. This is another fragrance that I fell in love with over the summer. I probably had 10 of those little 1.5 spray samples of this, and this is another one. Every single time I go to Nordstrom's, they have like a little basket of samples you can just grab. I get like 5 or 6 of them of these, and they got I love New York for him, I love New York for her, I love New York for gay. I mean, they got everything in there that you could just go ahead and grab. And all I grab is I love New York for fathers. I get all of them that they got in there. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff smells so good. So I probably went through 20 mils of samples this summer just in this I love New York for fathers. And this one is, to me, the cleanest, freshest. It has like this cucumber. I don't even know if it's cucumber. I don't know what it is in it, but it's just a clean, fresh, just it lasts all day. It projects. It's just one of those fragrances. It's real simple. There's nothing, you know what I'm saying, amazing about it. There's nothing that has this, you know, laundry list of notes or anything like that. But it's just simple, elegant, and clean. You're looking for anything like that, you gotta do yourself the favor and put your nose on this I love New York for fathers. It's not that expensive. I mean, for the 1.7, you'll pay $105 at Nordstrom. So I mean, for the quality of this juice and the way this smells, that, in my opinion, that's a bargain. You know, definitely, this is definitely on my to buy list. This is one of my next fragrances that I will be purchasing. So anyway, that was number 4. I love New York for fathers by Bond number 9. Number 3, I don't think anybody ever has talked about this fragrance on YouTube, and why, I don't know. This, to me, I fell in love with this probably about a year ago. I just never did a video on it because I don't have the bottle. But I had a lot of samples of this, because this is another one that when I go to Lucky Center in Hollywood or Beverly Hills in LA, they give you like 4 free samples. And when my girlfriend comes with me, she gets usually get about 2. I always have them, and they're cool with me now because I go in there frequently at this point. So when I go in there, they usually give me more than the 4 samples you can get. And I get 4 of them just to this set, and then I get 4 scents that I'm not really familiar with. But coming in at number 3, this is Healys Iris de Nuit. Best iris, best clean iris in the game. Like, you know, I know we all talk about, you know, DHI. We talk about Boys Day. I mean, all the typical iris fragrances. This one, when it comes to clean iris, blows everything out the water. And I was watching my boy who video said that, well, who was it? I can't remember right now, but somebody, I was watching their video in Gentleman's Corner, my boy Rizzo. How did I forget that? My boy Rizzo, he said Boys Day Argent to him smells like what he would think an angel smells like. And you know, he said when he go to heaven, this is what the angels in heaven is going to smell like, is Boys Day Argent. To me, this right here, this is what, in my opinion, this is what I think the angels in heaven are going to smell like. This Healys Iris de Nuit. It's the cleanest, like I mean, I can't even describe this scent. It's just a clean iris. It's like, it smells like what I would imagine a cloud would smell like. This is what an angel would smell like, man. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I want to intrigue you guys enough to go out and sample it for yourself and tell me what you think it smells like. But anyway, this one, I ran through my samples, wore it. I didn't really get a lot of compliments on this one. This one is real subtle. This is not a loud projecting scent. This is the scent on this list that I enjoy just for me. So all you guys out there hate it, and anybody around me hates it, I love this for me. So this is a comfort scent, is what I would call it. That I just love smelling, catching whiffs of it, and just wearing, you know, some casual shorts, flip-flops, or t-shirt, and just going throughout my normal day shopping or whatever. This is what I had on this summer, and I just love it, man. It just makes me feel good. Like, it's weird. This one actually puts me in a good mood. So number 3, Iris de Nuit. Check it out. Great fragrance. Now coming in at number 2. Speaking of lucky scent, Labs on Fire's Transparent Blue. This scent, I don't think anybody talked about this one either. Absolutely amazing scent. This is white t-shirt, white linen outfit, fragrance. When I smell this, that's what I think. I think of cold steel, ice. Like it makes you feel like the temperatures just went down 10 degrees when you put this on. You feel like you sub-zero or something. You know what I'm saying? When you wear this, this is probably one of the best scents to wear in hot weather, to wear in the summer, wear in the spring. This is a projection beast. I put on 2 sprays. This is the equivalent to Black Afgano for the citrus lovers. You know how some of you guys that are familiar, I've never wore Black Afgano. I sampled it, but I've never wore like a good spray. I only had like a little dab, so I don't know. But from what you guys tell me out there in the community, Black Afgano, you put on 2 sprays of that, you're gonna fill up a room. This is equal on the citrus, in the citrus realm, in the clean realm. You know what I mean? This transparent blue, I put on 2 sprays, and I swear I fill up a room. But just a clean, is pleasant. People around you will love it. And this is another one that's very simple. It's not going to wow you with a whole bunch of notes. You might smell it and kind of yawn at first, like, oh, this ain't nothing. But throughout that day, when you get that first brisk of it and that coldness, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it feels like the degrees just dropped. And then you're going to get that after that coldness and that citrus kind of calms down. It's a lovely citrus, but after that calms down, a great wood note, you know what I'm saying, develops behind that. And to me, this is just amazing. I probably would call this one a masterpiece in my opinion. It's an amazing, just simple scent, and it's just, for what you get, man, it projects. It's everything I want in a fragrance in this one. So try it out. Lab on Fire's Transparent Blue. That's my number 2. And going into my number 1, I just released a video on this, and that's no other than Girzov's Neo. And there's nothing much more I can say that hasn't already been said for this one. It's absolute great citrus. I mean, if you're anything like me, you're gonna love it. To me, this one isn't that complex either. It's just real simple. And I think through my fragrance journey, I'm starting to kind of venture into this real simple notes that are done well. Like, it doesn't have to have 50 notes in it. They're just a few notes you smell. They're just done like well on a whole nother level, and they just smell great. And Girzov is pretty much a citrus and a wood scent, and in my opinion, but it's just the highest quality of citrus and wood that you're going to smell in a fragrance. And it projects, it lasts, you know what I'm saying? It has a great sillage, and I mean, it's hell of expensive. That's the only reason why I don't have it yet. It's hell of expensive, but it's one of those fragrances that, you know, I'm going to drop that money for it, and that's going to be like my holy grail fragrance. That's going to be the fragrance next to my bottle of Invasion Bar. Those will just be my special occasion fragrances because they cost so much, and just enjoy them for what they are. But this is for the true, you know, fragrance lovers out there that just really have respect for the art and have respect for what they've done to create something that smells this good. And that's my number 1, Neo. This video went longer than I expected it to go, way longer than I wanted it to go. But anyway, guys, my top 10 summer and warm climate scents. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out some of these fragrances that's on this list. You will be amazed. There's some great ones on here a lot of people don't talk about, but they kind of been in my stash. I've been wearing and not sharing with my community out there. So want to share these with you guys. For you guys that haven't heard of a couple of these, try them out for yourself. Come back to the video. Let me know what you think. But depending on what the ladies say, determines what I spray. Peace.